Today, we're going to talk about Don Quixote, a unique heroic poet in an absurd world. He picked up the forgotten dream of chivalry from a pile of old books, carefully piecing together a tattered suit of armor from faded rags, with every stitch sewn with his piety for chivalric spirit. He led a thin, stumbling old horse, gave it a resounding name, and thought he had a steed to conquer the world. With this clumsy yet passionate perseverance, he embarked on a journey misunderstood by everyone. You can certainly laugh at this gray-haired old man, laugh at how, with cloudy eyes, he mistook the windmills turning in the wilderness for ferocious giants, waving his rusty spear and charging forward fiercely, only to be thrown to the ground by the windmills, covered in mud yet still refusing to admit defeat. Laugh at how he took a shabby roadside inn for a towering castle, the innkeeper for its lord, bowed respectfully in chivalric greeting, and insistently asked for the non-existent knighting ceremony. But you cannot deny that if there really were a dragon in this world, if the weak were really being bullied, this seemingly absurd old man would definitely grasp his spear without hesitation. Even if covered in wounds, he would rush forward without looking back, using his meager strength to guard the justice and kindness in his heart. This elderly knight, with his ill-timed bravery, challenged the world's indifference and apathy time and again. He lived in his own chivalric dream, yet he was more determined than any sober person in the world. His value never lies in what he conquered. He never defeated a real giant, nor did he conquer a real castle. In the end, he suddenly woke up amid endless ridicule and exhaustion, yet passed away at the moment he recognized the reality. But his greatness lies in the fact that he refused to be tamed by reality from start to finish, refused to be assimilated by mediocrity, and refused to let the ideals in his heart be smoothed by the years. In this ordinary world without castles, dragons, or chivalric glory, he insisted on carving out a battlefield of his own with his fantasies. When everyone advised him to face reality, let go of those unrealistic delusions, and spend the rest of his life in peace, Don Quixote told us with his whole life, true heroism is not defeating the arrogance of the world, nor gaining secular recognition, but still keeping the innocence and love in your heart after recognizing the truth of life. Even if no one believes in your windmill giants, even if there is an insurmountable gap between your ideals and reality, even if every step forward will encounter ridicule and setbacks, he will immediately take action towards his wishes, without hesitation, without flinching, without regret. Although the story of the windmills and the old man is a fiction written by Cervantes, the chivalric spirit engraved in his bones has never faded with the passage of time. To this day it still exists truly around us. Someone holds an old guitar at the noisy subway entrance, singing songs that no one listens to. Even if passers-by hurry by and no one stops, they still insist on their musical dreams. Someone summons up the courage to send a report exposing scandals in the company group intertwined with interests. Even if they have to face unknown pressure and retaliation, they always adhere to the bottom line and conscience in their hearts. Someone does what seems useless but meaningful day after day in an ordinary post. Even if not understood or recognized, they never give up their persistence. In all these ill-timed actions, in all these seemingly absurd yet extremely firm persistences, there may be a contemporary Don Quixote silently assembling his own armor. They may be ordinary, may be insignificant, may be laughed at, may encounter setbacks, but they always keep the innocence and courage in their hearts, resist the world's indifference in their own way, guard the faint light in their hearts, and live as the bravest hero in their own world.